All right, in this last section of the unit, we're going to be solving. General solving. We may be solving logarithms. We may be solving exponentials. Everything goes in this section. So you want to keep your eyes on x. And then you want to isolate it. Okay? And then we always have that same plan that we've talked about for first. We want to condense. We want to swirl. And then we want to solve, right? So that plan is going to work no matter where x is located, but you got to find x first to get there, right? So let's just dive in and try some of these. So number 1, 3 to the 4x plus 1 power equals 12. All right, so where is x? X is up in the exponent. So if it's in the exponent, that means I have to take the logarithm. So I'm going to swirl. Rewrite it as a logarithm. So log base 3 of 12 equals 4x plus 1. We got it out of the exponent. Now we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. Now keep this together. That's log base 3 of 12 minus 1 equals 4x. Don't subtract the 1 from the 12. That's a no-no. Divide by 4. And then we're going to put this in our calculator. So do the log base 3 of 12. In your calculator, hit enter, then hit minus 1, enter, then hit divide by 4. When you do that, I get 0.32. You should try it, see if that's what you get. All right, let's try number 2. Log base x of 17 equals negative 3/5. All right, now, remember, we can't take the logarithm of a negative number. So we know this can't be negative or 0. All right, that doesn't mean it can't equal something 0, but whatever happens in the logarithm can't be 0. So let's figure this out. We're going to swirl it and see what happens, okay? So we'll have x to the negative 3/5 equals 17. Now, x is not in the exponent, right? Now we have to do the reciprocal power thing. So let's multiply by the reciprocal power, so it'll be negative 5/3. All right, so I'm going to put that in my calculator. Remember, I do 17. I'm going to put in number 17. Then I'm going to use the little caret button. It's right underneath clear, right above the division sign. Then I'm going to go to alpha. And I'm just going to come down here, y equals, and that's going to give me the fraction, n over d, and then I can enter in the negative 5/3. A lot of keystrokes there, right? When I do all that, it does the math for me, and I end up with 0.01. Okay? Let's try another one. Number 3. The log base 6 of x equals the log base 6 of 2. All right, remember we want to condense. We need only one logarithm. We have 2 in this question, so we need only one. So let's get them on the same side first. So let's do this. Log base 6 of x minus the log base 6 of 2 equals 0. Now I should use my properties. Remember they have the same base here? And there's a minus sign, so I can condense to one logarithm, and it'll have a division because of the minus sign. So it'll be x over 2 equals 0. Now I can swirl it out. So I'll have 6 to the 0 power equals x over 2. What is 6 to the 0 power? Well, that's 1 over 1 equals x over 2. It's a proportion, so I can just solve it, x equals 2. Look, no calculator needed on that one. Number 4. The log base 7 of 6/5 equals x. Now looking at this, we can use our calculator to help us find this. This is just the logarithm, right? So remember the keystrokes. You're going to hit math, alpha, math, and you're going to type it in. Log base 7 of 6/5, and when you do, you should end up with x equals 0.09. Hopefully you got that, no problem. All right, look at number 5. All right, what strikes me first is there's 2 logarithms, but they have the same base. That means I can condense. There is a plus sign, so that means I'm going to be using my product rule. So I just multiply them. So it's going to be the log base 2 of x times x minus 2 equals 3. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and distribute my x here. Log base 2 of x squared minus 2x equals 3. Now we need to swirl to get rid of the logarithm, so we'll have 2 to the 3rd power equals x squared minus 2x. Now what is 2 to the 3rd power? It's 8. So I need to move this over here, so it's going to be minus 8, isn't it? Now it's going to be x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0. I just moved my 0 over to the right. It's a trinomial. So we're going to do our multiply thing. We're going to multiply to negative 8. We're going to add to negative 2. So I get, let's see, negative 4 and positive 2. And that works. Can I use my shortcut? I sure can. So I'll have x minus 4 and I'll have x plus 2 equals 0. So when I solve these, x minus 4 equals 0. So x is a positive 4. X plus 2 equals 0. So x is negative 2. Now I gotta go back and check, do these values work? Remember, if I put in x to the is positive 4, it works right here, fine. If I put a 4 in here, 4 minus 2 is 2, and it works great. So I know that x equals 4 is a valid possible answer. If I check the negative 2, I can't take the logarithm of negative numbers, so this one is no good. Automatically, it's disqualified. It's no good. So this one only has one solution. Let's try a few more. Number 6, the natural log of x plus 1 equals 3. So I need to get that x out of the logarithm. So I know my base here is e, so I'm going to swirl it. E to the 3rd equals x plus 1. I'm solving for x, so I need to subtract 1. So I'm going to do e to the 3rd minus 1 equals x. And this is what I type in my calculator. And when I get it, I get x equals 19.09. Let's pause the video and see if you can get that when you type it in your calculator. Last one. Number 7, e to the x minus 4 power plus 3 equals 10. All right, look where x is. X is in the exponent, but I need to peel away the layers. So I need to move that 3 over by subtracting it. So e to the x minus 4 equals 7. Now I need to get e out of the exponent. So I need to take the logarithm. Now, to write a logarithm from e, you have to use the natural log, okay? So it's the natural log of 7 equals x minus 4. When you swirl with an e, it's always going to be the natural log. Again, we're just solving for x, so I'm going to add 4 to both sides, but keep that natural log of 7 as itself. So it doesn't become the natural log of 11. Okay, be careful there. Now, in your calculator, you're going to hit ln 7, enter, plus 4 equals whatever we're going to get. And we end up getting 5.95. All right? I hope you're getting this. Please come to class with questions for me, and I'm happy to help. Good luck.